I don't know. I did think the defense gave a good closing arguments, though, to be fair. Did think it was good. I do think the prosecution team is annoying, but I still don't like the guy in defense either. I think he's annoying. Yeah, verdict's coming back. It's coming back. But it'll take another quarter of an hour, 20 minutes probably for everyone to get back. Oh, I'm saying that he's back. So the defendant is back. He's probably gonna kiss her now and hug her. They know that's the last time they're gonna see each other for a while. Yeah, I agree with you, Chris. Next 5 years. Oh, look at her, she's crying. She's gone. She knows he's gone. That was super fast, Jan, yeah. So, contentious. I saw something say it's about 2 hours, right, Dirk? Because they were out in court for, like, an hour and a half, plus there was a bit of lunch and stuff. So, I think deliberations itself is about 2 hours. I mean, she just knows, and she just knows he's gone. And look, his wallet been given back. He just gave his wallet back. Jesus, this is when you know, do you know what I mean? When you know, that's it. There is no winners, no. Oh, a couple of hours is super fast, Jan. I totally agree with you. They started the break at 9 o'clock this morning, and it's now what? What is it now? 1:42 in Florida. So call it 2 o'clock then, right? No, say 1:30 because that's when they came back. 10, 11, 12, 1. So 4.5 hours there, minus about an hour and a half to watch stuff, plus probably an hour for lunch or something. So it's roughly around 2 hours. Oh, he looks defeated. His wife's crying. He's just giving his wallet and stuff back to, I believe, his friend or brother, whoever that is. I think he knows. He knows it's done. I would be shocked though if he gets 35 years or 30 years. I'd be shocked. But I think they've gone for Leicester. I think they would have gone for Leicester. Um, Jesus, Perry. The parents look like could be siblings. Perry in with a bang bang. Fertilizer coming next. He does look worried. But she might take a plea deal now, depending on what happens here. If he gets 5 years, um, then I think she'd take a plea deal for about 2 years, rather than taking all the costs for going through it all again. Um, Sarah P as well. I thought that would you and your incest guys, Jesus. Yeah, I think he knows he's done, but not how amount. That's it. He's going straight to jail. He's going straight to prison now. Sorry, he's enjoying one last like few minutes without cuffs on. That's what he's going through. Oh, even the lawyers look despondent. Wasn't too abused considering all the sick stuff we see. No, I mean, yeah, I mean, for me, there's a punishment there. but not. Lou said earlier on, right, this morning, you guys missed it. She said this shouldn't be a crime. Maybe it should maybe go to family court. I sort of agree with that. It should go family court, not a criminal court. They may allow him to stay on bail until the sentence out. But yeah, maybe. I doubt it though, because the sentence has been done. If he's been found guilty, I think it's different. It depends. It depends on the level this is going to be. You know, it depends what level it's going to be. I guess. Normally, once it's come down, they're like, "Yeah, you'll go to prison." And I suppose he's a bit like, well, might as well just start it off.
Court is back in session. The Honorable Judge Howard Coates presiding.
All right, good afternoon. Everyone may be seated.
Also, he might sentence tonight.
All right, court is back in session on State versus Ferriter. Let me have appearances, please.
Yeah, but I suppose he might as well just start it. You know what I mean?
All right, court has been advised that the jury has reached a verdict. Are all sides ready to proceed? All right,
It's
Mark, you may
started
bring
now.
the jurors out.
That's a month or so less then to do the other side of it. You know. All right, Katie, everybody be on ball here to see, because there's a lot of counts here, and I'm not sure what's what. Even think, though I think he knows what's going on here. He's still praying, though, aren't you? Do you know what I mean? I don't think the state did a good job of it either, you know. But I also don't think the defense. I thought the woman, she was great. The whatever her name is, I thought he was crap. The guy, to be quite honest with you, thought he was rubbish. But she was good. I thought. Well, not amazing, but I thought she was good. I didn't think much of the prosecution though. Those two attorneys. As soon as we finish this now, then we'll go on to the next trial. Lady's great. I agree with Jan. I thought she was really good. I liked her. What's it called? Pussy Bow? Or what's it called? She hasn't got her on today, but
All rise.
jury entrant. Jury entrant.
All right, everyone may be seated.
Pussy
All right,
Bow. There we are.
members of the jury, has the jury selected a foreperson? And that's you, Mr. Bushy? All right, Mr. Bushy, has the jury reached a verdict in this matter? No, you can just tell me yes or no, has the jury reached a verdict? All right, if you could please hand the verdict to my courtroom deputy.
Oh. What is that? What I do with Audrey, I put dog toys in with colours of white.
Madam Clerk, please publish the verdict.
Here we go. Here we go.
In the Circuit Court of the 15th Judicial Circuit, Criminal Division in and for Palm Beach County, Florida, case number 22 CF001136, BMB Division B, State of Florida versus Timothy Dunn Ferriter, defendant. Verdict. We, the jury, find as follows. As to count one, we find the defendant guilty of aggravated child abuse as charged in the information. As to count two, we find the defendant guilty of false imprisonment as charged in the information. As to count three, we find the defendant guilty of neglect of a child as charged in the information. So we say all this 12th day of October, 2023 in West Palm Beach, Florida, signed by the jury foreperson.
All right, does either side wish to have the jury polled? Yes, Your Honor. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, there's been a request to have the jury polled, and that simply means that each of you will be asked the question of whether the verdict is your verdict or not. If it is, you should only answer yes. If it is not, of course, you should answer no and nothing further. So Madam Clerk, at this time, if you could please poll the
Wow.
jury.
Wow.
Juror 1, were the verdicts as read your verdict? Juror 2, were the verdicts as read your verdicts? Yes. Juror 3, were the verdicts as read your verdicts? Juror 4, were the verdicts as read your verdicts? Juror 5, were the verdicts as read your verdicts? Juror 6, were the verdicts as read your verdicts?
All right, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, at this time, this concludes your service to your community in this matter. I want to thank you for the time and commitment that you've made to this case. It went a lot longer than I'd originally estimated. But in any event, I watched all of you during the course of the trial. You did exactly what I had requested. You stayed focused and tuned into the evidence during all phases of the case. And I hope everyone has a much better appreciation of the great responsibility that comes with serving as a juror in our community. So with that, I do want to thank you. My bailiff will give you a letter of thanks from me. Also, a certificate of appreciation from the Palm Beach County Bar Association, and a short little survey that I'll just ask that you return it when you get some time. Other than that, I do wish the best to all of you. And with that, you're excused. And Mark, you may escort the jurors out.
Wow. I expected guilty, but not for that.
All right, everyone may be seated. All right, Ms. Coakley, anything that I need to address as far as adjudication in accordance with the verdict?
He doesn't have a prior adjudication, but it is aggravated child abuse is a first-degree felony, so we'd request adjudication at this time. We'd also ask that he be remanded into custody at this time,
Okay,
pending sentencing.
Ms. Murad?
Your Honor, I would request that the court, as to him being remanded, he has been out of custody for 2 years without any issues or any violations of bond. If the court is inclined to remand him, my request is that the court put him on a monitor. He does have a place that he can live in Palm Beach County. He has no criminal record whatsoever, and he has no custody of any of the children.
Okay. All right, so the court, I'm going to adjudicate the defendant in accordance with the verdict, guilty of the charge of aggravated child abuse, guilty of the charge of false imprisonment, and guilty of neglect. At this time, I'm going to remand the defendant to the custody of the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Department. That's without prejudice for you to file any type of motion that you deem appropriate, Ms. Murad, for pretrial release or release during pending appeal. This ruling today is without prejudice for me to receive that and consider that at the appropriate time. Let me get an idea as to what the state is looking for in terms of a sentencing hearing.
I can do it as soon as the defense can be ready. He is entitled to a PSI. I don't know what the defense's position is as to that.
I will waive PSI, Your Honor. This is a sentencing that I should be able to get done relatively quickly. Should the court have time in 2 or 3 weeks?
I'll make whatever time that I have to expedite sentencing if that's what both sides request.
That's fine, Your Honor. I won't need more than 20 or 30 minutes for my presentation.
All right, so Ms. Murad,
I would need an hour to hour and a half.
so I'm going to set aside 2 hours for sentencing, and Cynthia, let's pick a date on an afternoon for 2-hour setting. No earlier than 3 weeks out. That should be enough time for you to do what you have to do, Ms. Murad, but no more than 5 weeks. So in that 2-week period there, let's pick a 2-hour setting. All right, does that date work for everybody? November 16th for sentencing
Yes.
for the state?
All right, I can just have 1 second to get to that. Yes, you said Thursday or a Monday?
Thursday, November 16th.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at October. So sorry. Yes, that is fine with the state.
All right, so the sentencing in this matter is set for Thursday, November 16th at, what was the time, 2:30? 1:30, 2 hours reserved. All right, anything else that the court needs to address before we adjourn?
No, Your Honor, we are going to need to do a status. I know Ms. Marshall's in here. We're going to need to do a status check because I don't think we have a future date on Ms. Ferriter.
Would we do it the same day as the sentencing?
That'd be fine, if you're good with
I
that.
might reach out to Ms. Marshall about having something having it next week so we can get,
Whenever you want to come in will be fine with me. The morning docket, as you know, is generally pretty heavy, so one more hearing is not going to make a huge
Oh.
difference. Okay. All right, so then that concludes the court's business today. I do want to thank both sides for a professionally presented case. We had a couple hiccups here and there, but over the course of an 8-day trial, that's to be expected. But thanks to both sides for the commendable job that each of you did. All right, thank you. Remanded zero bond, but that's without prejudice for a subsequent motion be filed. And if you have the orders on adjudication, I'll go ahead and sign those now. All right, so I'll remain here to sign the judgment and the adjudication. That'll be fine. So I'll remain on the bench because I have a long walk back to my courtroom, so it's better I just stay here.
So I believe he's
Okay,
offered
thank you.
24 months in prison and 5-year probation afterwards. So that's apparently what he was offered: 24 months in prison, or jail. I'm not sure, prison or jail, and then 5 years probation after that. And there was probably a stipulation that he couldn't get the kids and stuff back, but we didn't see that bit. I mean, that's why we do the trial with Matt, guys, about about that. Yeah, Katie. Sometimes they do jail though, but I know they do jail for a lot of people up to 12 months, but maybe they don't do after 12 months. Then maybe, but I've noticed recently a lot of people get 12 months in jail
Shaquille, is this the original?
rather than prison. So,
Yeah, if you could just
and you're
let me
probably
know.
right, it is prison. But yeah, I noticed that. Why do they do that? I don't know. They get jail instead of prison. I don't quite understand it. But look, I've said that I thought he was guilty, but I don't think that he was guilty for the major ones. I would have put him guilty as the minor ones. So looking at about 5 years. So I thought 5 years is probably a little bit much as well, to be honest with you. So no, I don't know when it changes either, to be quite honest with you, Jan. So no comment. Katie knows more than me. So all I know is that I've seen recently people who are jail instead of prisons. But yeah, I mean, is there a minimum that he's getting? Is there a minimum here? Well, there's probably a minimum that he has to have. I don't know what the minimum is. Remand in jail. No, Chris, but in a lot of cases in the US, they go to jail and just stay in jail. They don't go to prison. So I get what you're saying, but there's a lot of cases, like the OnlyFans guy, he got 12 months in jail. So he got in jail rather than prison. There's a lot, not a lot, but I've seen that happen now, that people go to jail now instead of going to prison. So let's go over the pre-sentence report. Well, we'll see. I mean, this is it. No, no. Do you know what, Perry? I sort of agree, but no. So sentencing Josie is the luckily 16th of November at 11:30. 16th of November. Perry, I would say that I don't agree, but I don't quite agree. I don't think he should have got the maximum. I think the lesser charge, yes. I don't think that across the board I would have given him guilty, but you know, I do think he deserves time in jail, though, if I'm being honest. I said the other day, I thought, looking at it now, 2 years was a reasonable deal. Because that's probably what I would have given him. 2 years, to be quite honest with you. But anyway, there we are.
Mark,
Would you look at this?
have you got just a moment?
I would, yes. So they think, yeah, he's been remanded now. So, so he'd be going to jail now, not prison, but until November. Then he's going to be sentenced November 16th. So if I remember, we'll watch it. So yeah. No worries, Chris. See you later, Chris. Thank you for being here. Good morning, good evening. His own daughter lived in fear he will kill her brother. No sympathy. I don't think it's sympathy. I don't have massive sympathy for him.
This is the only document I need to sign today, correct?
They're just within 30 years. So, well, they're going to shave his hair now,
Madam Clerk,
probably.
here's the judgment.
You won't
All right,
have that
concludes
here.
the Court's work today. Court is in recess.
Well, if I got decent mods, they'll remind me. Yeah, 30 is the maximum. Yeah. I get you. I wouldn't put that. So there you go. Thursday, November 16th, 13:30, boy in the box trial sentence. But I won't remember that. But if you guys remember it, we'll watch it. All right. I try to give you guys the best of the best here, don't I? Better watch yourself. I totally agree with you, Perry. Perry, if he gets 5 years, I will 100% agree with you. 5 years is what I would say. I still say BS unless yeah. Kimmy, isn't it Sarah P? Delan? It's your job, though. Yeah, it's Sarah P's job, yes. It is the old days. We all lived in fear of our dad, and he's damn well better off touched the AC or went somewhere without permission, yes. Thank you. Another great night. No worries, Cold Street. Well, we're about to start our next trial. So let's get the next trial up. So this trial I don't know much about, but I'm going to end this clip here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Right. Now we've got to take that one out of your minds now. We've got to start a new one now.